about the other tournaments you guys are hosting? There's the Slam next week.
And the other ones. Yeah, we should be webcasting next week.
Okay.
I think so. Plan on it. Are you around? You gotta help me out with over the break, though.
Yeah, I'll be around for all of the breaks.
Okay.
And the broadcast. I know the Emerald Cup. So is it boys at one site or then girls?
Yeah. Okay. Girls are here, boys are in South.
Okay. Because we'll probably work with Dave over at South Eugene, and we'll broadcast all the boys over there.
Okay.
Here throughout the weekend.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, we'll see y'all webcast there and here.
Yeah, because we already have we're set up to webcast for South Eugene again anyways this year. So might as well just do the whole tournament for both sites.
Yeah, great. You guys are all good, but besides changing the audio back, plug it out. So.
Yeah.
It's time for Sheldon basketball here in the 2018-2019 season on SheldonAthletics.com. Welcome into Carolyn Rayborn Gymnasium for the home opener on the boys' side. Sheldon hosting Newberg on a Wednesday night. Thanks for spending it with us. I'm Alex Castle, joined by Jonah Rosenberg. And Jonah, the beginning of the season, a long way to go. Hard to tell where either of these teams will end up being, but Sheldon comes in, kind of the de facto number 12 team, receiving votes in the preseason poll, 15 to be exact, just outside the top 10 to open up the season. Coming off their first year of, or rather back-to-back years with first-round exits in the playoffs, but the Irish have their hopes a little bit higher this season.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Alex. After a disappointing first-round loss, where they lost pretty majorly to number 12 ranked Latin, they're going to be definitely looking to avenge it this year. Coming back, looking to score a little bit more offensively than they did last year, coming in ranking 5th in the Southwestern Conference, and looking to improve their defense as well, as last year they finished 4th. I know this Sheldon Irish team is talented on paper. Let's see how they do on the court.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where eventually these Irish team ends up, but the story for tonight is going to be the players that aren't out there on the floor. This is an Irish team that loses 5 seniors from last year, most notably Zach Hankins, a 2-time team captain in his junior and senior seasons, along with honorable mention guard Devontae Bailey from last year. But the guy not out there today that will be sorely missed, no doubt, Patrick Herbert, a first-team All-Southwestern Conference forward last season. Him and a couple of the other guys here at Sheldon have some title hopes going on this weekend, so they won't be suited up for basketball. They're taken to the gridiron, so kind of opens up for the door for Newberg out of the Pacific Conference, their first time in that conference after playing the Three Rivers League the past couple of seasons. And 5th year under head coach Mark Brown. They have yet to make it to the playoffs since his first 2 seasons, and they're hoping that can be a little bit opportunistic tonight against the Sheldon team, missing some of their regular pieces. Maybe no better chance to pick up a big non-league win to open the year.
Well, this Newberg Tigers team is one that has consistently gotten better over the last few seasons. A couple years ago in the 2017 basketball season, they finished the year 4-20, which was a definite disappointing result. Now, Mark Brown yet to make the playoffs. They're looking to continue off of last year's success where they improved from 4-20 to last year where they finished very nearly above 500. And this team will be looking to continue what they built on last year and pushing it into the rest of this regular season.
Yeah, Mark Brown, 2 playoff appearances his first 2 seasons, but then the last 2, not even a play-in in 2017, and then a tough loss at West Albany last year after 11-14 overall year. Land them number 34 in the OSAA rankings. They come in with hopes of getting back into the playoff picture in this season, and no better way to start it than with an opening season win. This is the opener for both of these sides. Newberg here at Sheldon. Then we'll play Sunset later this week. While Sheldon, they'll host tonight, and then later this Friday, they have a matchup with Lake Oswego, the number 3 team in the preseason poll. And it's a little bit notable because on Saturday it will be Sheldon football taking on number 1 Lake Oswego in the football bracket for the state championship. But before we get you starters in pregame, we'll listen in here to the national anthem. Another beautiful playing of our nation's anthem to get us ready for tonight. Before we get you the tip-off, let's get you tonight's starters. Over on the away side, out of the Pacific Conference, the Newberg Tigers, led by 5th season head coach Mark Brown. Assistants, Josh Crack, and along with Caden Ogles. Starting out there for Newberg today, a 6'4 junior guard, Jake Klamock. He'll be joined in the backcourt by Caleb Mattia, a 6'1 senior guard. Then at the forward position, Kyle Cruz, a 6'6 senior. He's joined in the front lines by 6'5 senior forward Alex Jasko. Jasko, a first-team All-Three Rivers League performer a season ago. Then on the wing, rounding out the starting lineup for the Tigers, 6'1 senior Mitchell Allison. Over on Sheldon's side, receiving votes in the OSAA preseason coaches poll out of the Southwestern Conference and led by 6th-year head coach Daniel Clark. The Irish trot out 6'2 senior guard Jackson Tucker. Joining him in the backcourt will be, Dawson Frickle, 6'1 junior wing. Also a wing, Bryson Seghetti, 6' senior. And then in the front lines, 6'5 senior forward Aiden Wagers. And banging with him down low will be the tall man, 6'9 senior forward Dominic McGarvey, an honorable mention last season. And with Patrick Herbert out, I have to think McGarvey could really be the focus for this Sheldon team early in the season.
Oh, absolutely, Alex. Dominic McGarvey, fantastic player last season with the Sheldon Irish. And with the absence of what you said, Patrick Herbert tonight, they're going to be looking to go down low to Dominic McGarvey as their star number 1 big man inside.
You just look at the other side for Alex Jasko. He's the tallest player on Newberg's team at 6'5". He's going to have a tall order, although Kyle Cruz at 6'6". It'll be interesting to see which player really ends up matching up with McGarvey. But to start it off, it is Jasko in the center, but it's tipped the way of Sheldon, and they'll start with the ball. Tucker on the left wing, hands off to Prickle. Now left side with Tucker. He drives in a little bit. Hand off Wagers. Wagers rolls it around, throws right corner, now down low, right block. McGarvey makes a move but can't finish. Contested rebound to Sheldon. Ends up with Seghetti, nearly loses it, steps out to the 3, then back out after he drives. A 3-point attempt off from Prickle. Rebound to McGarvey, back out Prickle. Thought about the 3, to the top with Seghetti. He drives right side, throws it up, and a floater rolls in. First 2 points of the game go to Sheldon. Very unselfish basketball of the Sheldon Irish there as they continue to move the ball around, find an open shot, and eventually after several offensive rebounds, they're able to get one to go. Now down on the other end, ball knocked out of bounds by McGarvey. Two 2-0 lead for Sheldon, 7:13 to play here in the first quarter. It's out with Jack Clamach. His pass right side gets bounced out of bounds. He was looking for Mattia. Tucker guarding him out on the perimeter. Stays with Newberg. Out to Clamach. Clamach right side, Mattia. Mattia swings it back left. The game of hot potato up at the top now. It will be a three taken by Clamach. Too short. Rebound bounces out to him though. Goes left side. Allison now back up top. Clamach is going to reset. Working against this 2-3 zone of Sheldon. It's going to be a little floater taken by Jasko. It's off the rebound down low by Clamach, but it ends up with Prickle and Sheldon to Tucker. Now down low left block. McGarvey swings it to the right block. Now back out for the three. Seghetti just misses it as it rolls out. The rebound to Jasko.
They very nearly hit that one there as he was a wide open shot, just couldn't get it to fall.
Newberg, quick bucket the other way. The dish from Mattia goes to Clamach, and he finishes all the way though for Tucker. Another 2 points his side. 4-2 Sheldon, 6 minutes to go in the first. Taken out here by Clamach. The full court pressure by Sheldon. Clamach cuts it up the middle with Jasko. He drives all the way in on McGarvey, gives a hesitation, gets the contact and the foul, but can't get the basket. He will go to the free throw line. McGarvey tallied with the first foul of the game. It'll be an important area to watch, no doubt, for Sheldon. Jonah, I don't think they want to get him into any foul trouble without Herbert and some of the other depth that they expect to have back in later weeks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. With the very limited amount of players that they have on the team, it's going to be interesting to see how they run their rotation. Are they going to be able to sub out their big men, Dominic McGarvey, inside, or is he going to need to stay in there to anchor the defense?
Jasko makes the first free throw, second one off, rebound to McGarvey, and then over to Tucker, who walks it across midcourt. Man-to-man defense shown by the Tigers. It's Allison on Tucker. They go high post to McGarvey, rounding around. Prickle out to Seghetti. The three rolls off. Foul on the rebound goes against Wagers. Sheldon gives it back to Newberg. Still with a 4-3 lead.
Yeah, careless over the back play right there by Aiden Wagers. As he was going up for the rebound, just went over the top of there. Can't do that.
Newberg inbounds it. It's with Clamach. Looking for some help. Now needs to get it across midcourt. And he does. Goes left side. Jasko drives down, gets surrounded, throw out, ends up with three off by Mattia. Rebound goes to Jasko. His second attempt gets blocked back by McGarvey. Still has it. Getting harassed and able to finally work it out to Clamach. Clamach left side for Mattia. Now left corner, Allison. He'll get it back out, Mattia. Under 5 to go in the first. 4-3, Sheldon leads. Working against the zone. Right corner three is no good by Cruz. Rebound goes to Tucker.
And the Sheldon Irish are doing a fantastic job hawking to the ball. As they're...
Here we have McGarvey, high post. He'll take the three. Too strong off the backboard. Rolls out and goes to Newberg. Ends up with Clamach. Left corner three from Allison. Or excuse me, that's Mattia. And he's fouled on the shot. It's Wagers picking up another foul. That's his second already in this first quarter. Just 3.5 minutes down and a 4-3 lead for Sheldon, but Mattia to the line, shooting three. First free throw rattles in. Mattia, his third year on varsity here for the Tigers. Good on the second free throw as well. We get a substitution for Sheldon. Aiden Wagers, those two fouls, he has to check out. In will come Garrett Frey, younger brother of Jacob Frey, the secondary members for the football team. All three free throws good by Mattia. Makes it 6-4 Newberg. Tucker across midcourt. Working on Allison. Drives in. Little floater through the lane, and it's perfect. Right down the bucket. Ties it up at 6.
Great floater there by Jackson Tucker as he just dribbled down the court, saw the open shot, and he took it. That's some great intuition there from the young guard.
Corner three off by Cruz. Quickly up goes to McGarvey. Nice move from the outside. Drives in, draws the foul. Can't get the finish. And McGarvey headed to the line, shooting two.
Fantastic transition there by McGarvey as he made the play on the defensive end and still had the stamina to rush down the court and get there for the easy layup and the foul.
McGarvey, no points so far. A number of rebounds, though. 3 to be exact. His first free throw here, bouncing around, still sitting, and it finally falls through. McGarvey, the luck of the home rim.
Luck of the Sheldon Irish.
Makes it 7-6 in favor of the Irish. So again, thanks for joining us here on SheldonAthletics.com. We'll be with you for the entire basketball season here at home, both boys and girls. McGarvey's second free throw off, rebound to Newberg, full court pass, intercepted by Seghetti and going the other way. The 3-on-3. Seghetti drives in, then back out. McGarvey from three, he takes it too short. Rebound to Newberg. It's with Mattia, he takes it across the other way. Give off Cruz left side. Cruz fakes the pass and he travels trying to go up with it. Turnover against the Tigers, gives it back to Sheldon.
I can tell you that was not the transition that they were looking for on the offensive end there.
At the turnover, gives it back to Sheldon. Tucker brings it across, hands off Seghetti. Now Zach Carter with it. Excuse me, that's Ben Giddens, and it's out with Seghetti at the top. Driving on Lamach, and he has it tipped out of bounds, trying to find Tucker in the right corner. Stays with the Irish. 7-6 they lead, 3:21 to go in the first quarter. Gittens throws in to Tucker. Tucker gets the screen from McGarvey, gets the switch down to McGarvey, driving in, gets the foul, just rolls off. McGarvey, unhappy, slaps the floor. He'll be shooting two once again.
Excellent use of the pick and roll there for the Sheldon Fighting Irish, as McGarvey, the big center, was able to come out, get the block, and able to roll for the layup and the foul.
1 for 2 on his first trip. His first attempt here is rattled down. Extends the lead to 2. Sheldon, 13-12 record last year, 7-5 in Southwestern Conference play. That was good for third place. Picked as one of the favorites this season, though. Second free throw, no good by McGarvey. Lamach throws down right side for Casco. It's tapped out from behind and goes with the Irish to Gittens, right wing. Gives Seghetti. Dribbles out right corner. And it will take a three, and it rattles out. Goes back to Newberg. Brought out here by Gaunt. He's checked in. Gives Lamach. Lamach to Cruz in the lane. A mid-range jumper is good. First 2 points for Cruz. Ties it up 8-8. Tucker working on Gaunt. Drives left side, gets past him. Corner three by Gittens. It's good. First perimeter shot falls for either side. It's Ben Gittens. He's got 3 and a 3-point lead for Sheldon.
That was the first shot from distance from either team today, but first shot from significant range at all, as both teams have been missing most of their mid-range jumpers.
Deep 15-footer by Cruz is good. He answers right back. 11-10 Sheldon. Seghetti gets past the press defense, but he carries as he drives in left side. That's an unforced turnover. Back going with the Tigers. 2:01 to go in this first quarter. 11-10. The Irish lead. Newberg basketball will be Jack Lamont. The honorable mention, Three Rivers League performer a season ago, bringing it up. Working on this Irish 3-2 zone. And the errant pass from Hayden Puritz goes out of bounds. And that's a turnover right back to Sheldon. Some sloppy offense, something to be expected here early in the season.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a miscommunication there from Jake Lamach and his other teammate there as he was trying to get him the ball. Early in the season, mistakes like that can happen, as their chemistry on the court will only get better as the season progresses.
McGarvey from high post gives out Tucker, then sets a screen. Tucker doesn't take it, gives out Seghetti. Gets a man in the air, drives in, corner for Gittens, dribbles it out to right wing. Now out Prickle, bounce pass to Garvey, putting on the moves. A little hesitator, rolls out the front and goes back with Lamach. Lamach taking it coast to coast, lobs it up, but it rolls out to McGarvey, no good. 11-10, still the lead for Sheldon. 1:10 to play in the first. Tucker from the elbow gives to Seghetti, and he stumbles and draws the travel call.
A little bit of an unfortunate play there as the trip up caused the traveling violation. Had he been able to get the dribble down, that wouldn't have been called.
Jack Clamont walks it up the court for Newberg. Under a minute to play now in the quarter. Puritz, left wing, up top for Clamont. Dribbles into the lane and throws out right side for Gaunt. Back up, Clamont thinks about a three, goes down. That shot off, goes back to Gittens. He brings it across, 40 seconds to go. Out, three-pointer taken by Prickle. Off to the right side, rebound to Clamont. Jasko gets the transition pass and draws the foul on the other end. He'll go to the line with 30 seconds left in the period. Jasko just 1 point so far today. Came from the line, and he'll get 2 more chances here. That foul, by the way, going against Jackson Tucker, his first. First free throw, flush through. Jasko, along with Mattia, the 2 Tigers that are on their 3rd season of varsity. Building the foundation under head coach Mark Brown. Second free throw good, gives the lead back to Newberg. 12-11, 25 seconds to go. Tucker hands off Seghetti, rounding around to Gittens. Coming on Puritz inside the arc, then hand off to Tucker. Sits back at half court, drives in. 12 seconds, hands off Prickle around the right side. Now Gittens driving into the middle, finds McGarvey on the right block, and a beautiful play there. Garvey finishes it, and then the pass intercepted by Seghetti to finish off the half. The Irish don't get another shot up. They will head to the second quarter with a narrow 13-12 advantage. Jonah, what do we see there in that first quarter?
Well, something that stood out to me about the Newberg Tigers is how well they're shooting from the free throw line. Over half of their points, they've gotten over half their points from the charity stripe there, and those are easy points that I know that Coach Mark Brown has been stressing with his players all offseason, as you can't miss those easy points. And for the Sheldon Irish on the other side, Dominic McGarvey has been doing a fantastic job on both the defensive and offensive glass, as I believe he has 5 rebounds now throughout the first quarter. And he's going to be looking to continue that offensive and defensive rebounding production into the second quarter and on.
Yeah, I think both these teams, what head coaches on those sidelines are going to be talking about right now is cleaning up some of those turnovers, and you're going to have some errant passes, you're going to have some sloppy play here and there, but a couple unforced as well, a few walks here and there. And it's the first quarter of the season, that's going to happen, but can really be the key early on in this year's as any is, can you just play the cleaner game? Usually the other team is going to give you some opportunities if you can.
Oh yeah, exactly right, Alex. Is the team who will play the cleanest game, reduce their turnovers the most, will end up securing the victory tonight.
Second quarter gets underway. Newberg with the ball. Mattia over to Puritz. Now back Mattia. Dribbles to the top of the key. Stops, pass right side to Luke Esmond. He's checked in. Down to Jasko, now swung around left side, handoff Puritz to Gaunt, who rounds it up top and gives Mattia throw down to Jasko, and he has a finish off the backboard for 2 points. His first field goal has him up to 5 points. 14-13 Newberg. Tucker, little floater from the left side, rolls out, then he reaches in after the rebound, and he'll pick up his second foul. So now, once again, a second foul charge to one of the Irish starters. Aiden Wagers picked up 2 in that first quarter, and he has yet to check back in. Newberg back with the basketball, up by 1.
Newberg's going to be looking to take advantage of the size advantage that they now have out on the court, as Dominic McGarvey, the 6'9 forward for the Irish, have been taken out of the game. This is their chance to capitalize on the lack of size from the Irish.
There, Newberg doesn't capitalize on that possession, throwing it away. It goes off the hands of Gaunt. Turnover goes the other way for Sheldon. Tucker with it, stays in the game with 2 fouls. Hands off Gittens, a three from the left wing is down. Nice shot there, another three for Gittens. He has 6. Quickly the other way, it's Puritz driving in, and he will get the contact. 16-14, Sheldon leads. Puritz to the line, shooting 2. That foul goes against McGarvey. Now 3 Irish starters have 2 fouls. And we talked about it in the pregame, Jonah. Not a lot of depth on this Sheldon team, and those fouls starting to add up.
Oh, definitely. As they're bringing in Dominic McGarvey back in, even though with the fouls, even though with the strain on him, they're going to have to play him for large minutes of this game to make up for the lack of size and players out on their rotation.
That was the 3rd foul on Eden Wagers, not on McGarvey. So McGarvey still with 1, but Wagers now with 3, Tucker with 2. Tucker remains in the game. He's going to have to stay disciplined on the defensive side as he walks it up the court, drives left side, hands off. Seghetti drives in, handoff right block for McGarvey, and he's able to finish easily over the defense. A lot of length on him, and he has another basket for Sheldon. Up top with Clamock. Throws out to Esmonds. Clamock from the top, right side, Gaunt drives baseline. Contested shot, doesn't fall, gets his own rebound out. Esmond takes the 3 off left side, saved by Jasko. And able to throw out to Mattia. Mattia fakes the pass, drives in left corner, out to Esmond. Right side now, Clamock, middle of the defense, mid-range, off by Jasko. Rebound to Seghetti and Sheldon. Quickly up the other side, under 6 to go in this second quarter. A 3 off the pass by Tucker is no good. And fought on the rebound. Foul goes against Dominic McGarvey. 7 fouls now on Sheldon. Newberg will be in the bonus, and they're going to have a 1-and-1 as a result. Jackson Tucker checks out. In comes Dawson Prickle. Also on the floor for Sheldon, Avery Templeman, Dominic McGarvey, Bryce Seghetti, and now Ben Gittens running the point. Free throws on the other side. The 1-and-1 is off by Gott. Rebound to Sheldon. Seghetti throws right side. Prickle, a nice finish in transition. Gets it over the outstretched arms of Clamock. 2016 Irish lead. Back down the other way for Esmond. Esmond over to Clamock. Thinks about a 3. Goes back right side, Esmond trying to swing the zone. Go left corner for Mattia. Drives baseline. Out. Now swung around up top. 3-pointer off by Clamock. Long rebound to Templeman. Over to now Gittens, and a nice finish from the right side. Sheldon pushing the tempo. Newberg, a transition 3 by Mattia. Rattles out. Rebound to McGarvey.
It looks like both teams are trying to push the tempo on this one, as Sheldon has been getting success by moving the ball quickly and driving to the rim. Newberg has been settling for open jump shots off of transition. They've been hitting a lot of those, but giving up chances for defensive rebounds for the Sheldon Irish are allowing them to have a 6-point lead right now.
It's 22-16 in favor of Sheldon. 5:08 to go in this first half. Starting to build some separation, and those turnovers for Newberg starting to cost them, and Sheldon, that fast break starting to work a little bit more effectively.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This Newberg team is going to be looking to control the ball a little bit better, limit those careless passes and poor turnovers that are leading to the Irish transitions on the other side. They have a lot of the Sheldon team in foul trouble right now, as Aiden Wagner's has multiple fouls. Dominic McGarvey has multiple fouls. They're going to be looking to capitalize that as the second quarter goes on.
Tucker with it for Sheldon as they lead by 6, back underway. Tucker drives left side, working on Allison. Back out top, Templeman. Goes right corner, Gittens a 3, too strong. McGarvey tips it up and has it bat around, ends up with Templeman. His pass batted back out. Gittens straightaway 3, too strong, bounces up, hits a chain on the basket. That means the ball is dead. We'll go back to Newberg. Tigers bring it up now with Clamock. 4:35 to play in this first half. 22-16 Sheldon. Esmonds at Clamock right side. Drives into the zone. Out Esmonds from the left wing. Left corner, Mattia gives a step and then pass out to the top. Clamock Mock one dribble over to Esmond. Now left corner three taken by Mattia. Too short, bounces off the left side of the rim, and McGarvey with the rebound to Tucker. Looking to push the tempo, drives right in, gives off to Prickle. Now out McGarvey, thinks about a three, then drives in, and a nice finish with the left hand. McGarvey, dangerous from the perimeter, forces the defense to account for him, and he can drive in. Is now a foul called for, and no, it's a travel going against Clamack. Thought he had froze Gittins and had a chance to drive in, but instead moves his feet. Another turnover.
I just want to go back to that lay-in from Dominic McGarvey. Excellent use of his size there, as he was able to body up the defender and put the move on where he was able to drive to the rim. Fantastic play by McGarvey.
24-16 Sheldon. Prickle into the middle of the key, then back out Gittins. Gittins will turn left, then right, and then back out Tucker. Drives through the lane. Nice find to McGarvey. Left block. Harm. And the basket. He'll be shooting one for the and one opportunity.
The Sheldon team really using their size and passing abilities to get the lead up now up 10 against the Newberg Tigers. And all off the back of Dominic McGarvey. Both rebounding and scoring. He's been doing it all for the Irish tonight.
Now up to 10 points as he misses the extra opportunity. Got 7 rebounds as well. Left corner Mattia down to Jasko. Hesitates and has it blocked by McGarvey. Second attempt blocked again. Goes off of Tucker. Out of bounds, will stay with Newberg. But Jasko really struggling with McGarvey down in the paint. Jasko, a first teamer from the on the Three Rivers League last season. There he drives and gets McGarvey in the air. Contact, throws it up, no whistle. Errant shot ends up with Sheldon. Prickle brings it up the floor. Calling for somebody else to come get it. Mattia, good defense on him. Now with Gittins, tough defense by Clamack. Spinning left side and has it rejected. Clamack, great job following him into the paint and sending it out of bounds.
Yeah, Ben Gittins up top was trying to put the move on Jack Clamack. Unfortunately, Clamack was fantastic, was great on his defense, got hands in there and was able to stay right with him to the hoop and get the block.
McGarvey from the left corner takes a three, rolls out, rebound contested, and foul goes against Templeman. That'll be his first, the 8th of the half on the Irish, so a one-on-one on the other end. Looks like it will be Alex Jasko shooting at least one.
The Newberg Tigers are really going to need to capitalize on these free throws in the end of the first half. As they've been able to be in the bonus for a lot of the second quarter here, capitalizing on these free points is going to keep them in this game.
You see here Newberg not putting anybody up to contest the rebound on that first play, and now they will bring in Cruz and Mattia to the key. Jasko hits the first. He's up to 6 points, leading the way for the Tigers. Second free throw away and sinks it. 26-18, Sheldon leads, 2:50 to play, up to Gittins, right wing. McGarvey from the right block, collapsing the defense, out to Gittins, airballs the three, but Prickle ends up with it. Swung around to Templeman up top, swings it back, right corner, three is down. Great shot from the outside, Dawson Prickle. He's got 5, 29-18, Sheldon, their lead into double digits. Jasko harassed from the outside. Clamack takes the three, it just rolls out. McGarvey with the rebound, quick throw, intercepted by Mattia. Newberg with a 2-on-2. Clamack right side, goes right at McGarvey and finishes through him.
Excellent use of his strength there, bodying up the bigger defender as he was able to get the roll in for the 2 points.
2 minutes to go in this first half, 29-20, Sheldon and a turnover. Clamack, throw up to Mattia at the left block, hesitation and has it rejected by Templeman. Outlet pass to Tucker, crosses midcourt at the top of the key. Throws right side, Templeman thinks about a three, now right side for Gittins and he will reset. Gittins 8 points tonight, gets double teamed by the zone. Now Tucker trying to overload one side. Goes left, block for Templeman, blocked away. Jasko has the rejection and then a rebound by Gittins and he draws the block and They may say that was in fact a shooting foul as well, and no, actually they do not. So scratch that. Is the first foul of the night on Mitchell Allison. Garvey checks out. In comes Bryson Seghetti. Minute 32 to go in this half. 29-20 Sheldon. They have the ball inbounding it underneath the Newberg basket. Tucker, corner three, taken by Prickle, and again he hits.
The Irish are looking for shots from the three-point line, and they're hitting them tonight.
Now with Newberg, Mattia, well beyond the three-point line. Clamack in the right wing, gets through the defense, trying to find Jasko underneath, and it's turned over to Tucker. Has the numbers, but he slows it down. Over to Templeman, left wing. Now Gittins drives baseline out to Tucker. He'll take the three. The southpaw has it just roll out. Rebound to Cruz and Newberg. 32-20, Sheldon leads, under a minute to go. Jasko from the high post. Dribbles into the middle. Gets a little float on a roll off the back rim and down. Jasko doing what he can, now up to 9 points. Keeps the lead at 10 for Sheldon. Tucker to Gittins. Gittins back to Tucker at the right corner. Now up to Gittins, passing it back and forth on the perimeter. Gittins throws left side, Seghetti. Seghetti gets pressured by Clamack. Now Tucker trying to call for the screen from Templeman, has to give it back to Seghetti. Able to get past Clamack, now at the three-point line, and he picks up the foul. Aggressive perimeter defense being played by Newberg in this matchup zone. Clamack there picks up the foul. It's his second.
I can tell Newberg's really dialed up the intensity of the last 2 minutes here in the second quarter. They're really trying to close the gap going into the half.
Substitution here, out goes Clamack, and in comes Esmond, excuse me. That is in fact Jake Gaunt. Jackson Tucker, 10 seconds to go, drives right side, working on Cruz, out to Gittins. Gittins dribbling around at the top, 5 seconds. Gets into the key, out Templeman, he'll take a contested three, too short. The rebound fought for, but the buzzer sounds, and that does it for our first half here from Carolyn Rayborn Gymnasium, 32-20. Sheldon leads. It was tight, Jonah, throughout that first quarter, just a 1 point advantage for Sheldon heading into the second. And they really took off in that second quarter, using the fast break and Newberg's mistakes to their advantage, turning it into points the other way.
Yeah, running the court in transition is one of the Sheldon Irish's main points that I know they're focusing on this game. And it all comes off the back of both the defensive and offensive work from Dominic McGarvey, as he has 8 rebounds just in the first half alone, and almost that in points, as he can be looking to secure a double-double into the second half.
And you have to think, we don't have the official stats up here, but 3 or 4 blocks, I think, for McGarvey as well, has been a force defensively, and excuse me, has really been the star for Sheldon, and that's what we talked about, Jonah, coming into this. He needed to be with a lot of the missing players, as Sheldon dealing with the problems of having a football state championship, if you can call it that. I think they'll deal with it here to start the season. But as we look to the second half, Newberg a 10-point deficit and really struggled to get their offense rolling. A lot of mistakes working against that 3-2 zone of Sheldon. What can the Tigers and head coach Mark Brown try to adjust heading into this second half?
Well, Newberg's really going to need to shoot a higher percentage from mid-range shots and three-point shots, as the Sheldon Irish have been shooting a much higher percentage from the perimeter, and that is what's been able to give them this 10-point lead at halftime here. Newberg in the second half is going to be looking to take more secure shots that they know they can make. Either that's getting closer to the rim and having easy layups, or making sure that there's a wide open shot when you take a jumper. And that's something that Newberg is going to be looking to get going in the second quarter, or in the second half.
Yeah, I think you're right, Johnny. That perimeter shooting, not something that we talked about too much in that first half, but Sheldon really started to hit their stride from the outside. Look at it. 2 threes for Ben Gittins, 2 for Dawson Prickle as well, and those little contributions really starting to pay off. And Aiden Wagers, he picked up 3 fouls. Jackson Tucker had 2 fouls as well in that second quarter, but Sheldon able to avoid some of the foul troubles that it looked like they may be getting themselves into, but that's going to remain a focus throughout the second half.
Oh, absolutely, and it's a focus for Newberg as well, as they're going to be looking to capitalize off of those foul opportunities. When Dominic McGarvey has 2 fouls and Aiden Wagers has 3 fouls, those multiple fouls are going to keep them from playing a little bit more aggressively into the second half. And if the Newberg Tigers are able to attack them at the rim and have secure, easy shots to make, that is something that Newberg will be able to capitalize on by scoring easy buckets and potentially, when the Sheldon players are in foul trouble, be able to make free throws and get this game back under control.
Well, so far through one half, 32-22, Sheldon leads Newberg. Quick stats for you. Dominic McGarvey, 10 points to go with 8 rebounds and a number of blocks. Also joining the fun on offense for the Irish, Dawson Frickle, he's got 8. Also 8 from Ben Gittins, and a couple from Aiden Wagers, and 4 from Jackson Tucker. Over on Newberg's side, they've really relied solely on Alex Jasko. 9 points and 4 rebounds. Jack Clamont also, he has 7 points to go with 7 rebounds. Those 2 players going to be key. If Newberg can find a way to get them going in the second half, things may bode well for them.
Well, I've been super impressed with the action from junior Jack Lamock tonight, as he's been able to play great defense off of the guards from the Sheldon Irish. Jackson Tucker has been held to only 1 rebound and only 4 points. Aiden Wagers, who has been playing both the guard as well as down low, has, I believe, 0 rebounds from my count. And that all comes from the great work from both Alex Jasko down low and Jack Lamock around the perimeter. They're going to look to continue great defense that they've been able to secure on their man into the second half, and hopefully that carries over for the rest of their team as they try to guard the other positions that Sheldon has been able to do and been able to capitalize on so well tonight.
Both sides back in the locker rooms, getting their halftime adjustments in order. Take a short break here on SheldonAthletics.com. Let you watch some of the halftime festivities here in Carolyn Rayborn Gymnasium. As it sits, 32-22, Sheldon leads Newberg at the half. Come back in a couple of minutes, give you some more analysis, and get you ready for the second half of action here on SheldonAthletics.com. Stay tuned after this. Goes back. Yeah, it's hard to get the pace down. You can see even on
the pace is definitely thinking. I feel like I'm thinking the game is so quick that it either what I was about to say is no longer relevant seconds later, or like when it comes to like when that space opens, I'm like, wow, I got like.
Yeah, when I really recommend it, that's basketball. So, because you're only going to get probably room to say something every sometimes 3 or 4 possessions, sometimes 3 stoppage. So, I mean, when you have the stoppage, you're able to elaborate on whatever, but that's where, kind of thinking about and trying to kind of summarize what's happened over those possessions, over those couple of times, in between, you're able to say things. So maybe think about it not as, every time something comes up, oh, I need to find a way to get it out. Okay, how can I bring this into the product and make it, and I have that time, have it be concise, kind of say, and there's going to be stuff that you want to say, it just kind of comes in ebbs and flows. It depends on the game, too, but basketball, especially the colors, really does take some time and noise. It's a little bit harder. Especially when I'm trying to call the radio style, I'm trying to keep up with all the action. Because you probably noticed in the class, especially in that first quarter, where you're trying to keep out and then they have it on the other end.
I've been trying to keep it short, but I feel like when I'm trying to keep that short, I'm not able to get any quality out of it. It becomes like something that's like maybe a couple words, and it's like,
Yeah, it's basketball, you really start to learn that.
So on in those cases like that, where there's like really short breaks, would you like me to come there with like maybe 5-10 seconds, or should I wait until there's an opportunity to give like legitimate, constructive?
I would say try to pull back a little bit more with some of those longer pieces. For there was a couple times, where I think there was like a three where he said Sheldon really showed the left slide to the outside. They didn't have a good night so far. You can get little bits and stuff like that out of it once in a while, but I would say for the second half, kind of focus on getting more of like a little bit of a steady on it, because also, I mean, because of the series, basketball you learn is so important to have. I'm struggling with it on play-by-play thing. You gotta be able to do as few words as possible to say as much as possible. That'll come with time when you try to make it easier.
This is my first time out. I'll get better.
Yeah, no. This is how it goes. It's always, it also feels much faster than it is. It'll start to slow down. I mean, pretty good game too.
I'm missing all of these.
Don't worry about it. Just try to do rebounds, especially, I mean, trying to keep them up with the guard when you some of the other guys have to touch them on.
So do they only get raised in the top three? Will they do more just goals throughout the season?
I think they do. I'm not 100% Welcome back here on SheldonAthletics.com to Carolyn Rayborn Gymnasium. Seconds away from the start of the second half between Sheldon and Newberg. A 32-22 lead for the Irish. Alex Castle and Jonah Rosenberg here with you. Jonah, real quick, what do you think just are the keys for both these sides coming into this second half?
Well, for the Sheldon Irish, nursing a 10-point lead, they're going to look to continue the great work on the offensive glass, as they've been able to get a lot of offensive rebounds that have led to second chance opportunities for the team there. And on the other side for the Newberg Tigers, they're going to be looking to shoot a higher percentage from the field, take quality looks that lead to baskets.
I think both those will bode well for these teams if they can execute on it, like you said, Jonah. A 10-point lead for Sheldon as we start the second half, and they have the ball. Tucker goes down to McGarvey, gets his man in the air but can't finish. Ends up with Seghetti. He dishes out right side for Prickle, and he hits his third three of the night. Been proficient from the outside. Lead up to 13. Jasko, left baseline, drives in, misses it on the contest, but gets the follow to go in. Jasko into double figures, 11 points to go with 5 rebounds. Left side, Jackson Tucker dishes down to McGarvey, tipped away and stolen, ends up with Jasko. He falls to his knees, able to give it off to Cruz, and up to Clamont to get it across. Left corner, Mattia gets his man in the air, drives baseline, now back out. Clamont straight away 3, rolls just into the hoop. Clamont got it to just hang there. Gets the friendly roll down. That's the second 3 of the game for Newberg. Lead down to 8. 7 minutes to go in this third quarter, and a travel from Seghetti as he drives left wing. Consecutive turnovers for Sheldon. High energy over on the Newberg side.
Oh, absolutely. They're going to look to continue that energy as the game progresses on. Great work by Alex Jasko from on the defensive end there a couple possessions ago. He was able to get the ball off of the ground and move the ball up court for the easy shot.
Mitchell Allison, a little mid-range jumper from the 15-foot mark, can't hit. Tied up on the rebound, Jasko and Prickle to jump ball. Ball stays with Newberg.
Another high-energy play from Jasko as he's contributing on every end of the floor here.
Go out now, inbounds for Caleb Mattia. Third-year varsity player gets some assistance from the Newberg bench. They come out and wipe up some of the sweat on the floor. 6:40 to go, 35-27, Sheldon. Mattia to inbounds. Goes in Clamach, right wing, just inside the three. They roll it around, ends up with Cruz after the tip. Allison over to Clamach, drives into the elbow, now back out Allison. Passing around this perimeter, Clamach, well, mid-range hanger, and it's down. A nice hit from the mid-range. Lead now down to 6 for Sheldon. Seghetti goes off to Wagers. Back in with 3 fouls from that first half. Jackson Tucker, left wing, back up top. Prickle to the high post for McGarvey. Takes one step, a fadeaway jumper off the back rim, no good, and a foul on the rebounds. This one, they go, I believe, against Jackson Tucker. Here it's Newberg with the ball. High post Jasko, left wing, mid-range, good from Cruz. Hasn't taken many shots, but he's hit the ones he has. 6 points now for Cruz. The lead down to 4. Newberg, a nice start to this second half. High post Wagers finds McGarvey, baseline, and he hammers it home. A two-handed slam. It's the Sheldon crowd and bench back up on their feet. 37-31 Irish. 5:30 to go in the third. Mattia, no-look pass into traffic for Jasko. He tries to dish it out. Stolen away, Seghetti finds Tucker left side. Draws the foul, can't finish. He'll shoot two.
The Newberg Tigers are looking awfully timid on the offensive end there, as no one's really looking to take the shots, except for Alex Jasko and Jack Lamach and Kyle Cruz on the last possessions there. Kyle Cruz made the fantastic jump shot off of the dish from Jasko.
A foul goes against Allison, his second of the game. It's Tucker at the line, and he'll hit his first. Pushes the lead to 7. 5:19 to go in the third quarter. Second free throw good from Tucker as well. A perfect trip. Back up with Mattia to Clamach. Working on the zone. Back and forth, Clamach and Mattia go high post now. Jasko, turnaround jumper. Can't get the basket to roll. Goes back the way of Sheldon. Tucker right side for Prickle. Tucker comes around the screen, then throws it in to Wagers. Baseline, McGarvey back out. Tucker finds Wagers underneath. A nice finish on the reverse. Pushes the lead back to double digits. It's just the second pass of the game for Wagers. Mattia swings from right corner. Left wing three off by Cruz. Rebound to Tucker. Sheldon, a 10-point lead in hand as they bring it back up the floor. Seghetti right wing gives out Tucker. Operating against a 2-3 zone from the Tigers. Left side for Prickle. Left corner now Tucker. Drives in, back out. McGarvey, high post, finds a cutting Wagers, swinging it back around. Ends up with McGarvey at the top. Takes an aggressive dribble, tries to get the finish, but it's contested, can't hit. Rebound back to Newberg. Clamach finds Mattia in the corner. Gets McGarvey to come on the fake, and then driving in from the right wing is Jasko, and he'll draw the block.
The Sheldon crowd looking for a charge play there, but he didn't quite have his position there as he took the blocking foul. Another great play by Alex Jasko as he's looking to play aggressively. It seems like Newberg has really given him the green light in this one, while on the Sheldon side, it seems like everyone has the green light, taking open shots at will.
Halfway gone here in the third quarter, 41-31, Sheldon with the advantage. The Irish lead in hand after a strong run in that second quarter. Outscored the Tigers 19-10. So far, it's been dead even in this second half, 9 points on each side. back to where we started the half. 10-point lead for Sheldon. Jake Gaunt, back into the game. Throws Clamach right wing, dribbles in, back out Gaunt. Gaunt throws over Clamach. Swinging it around. Clamach drives from the right wing. Now Gaunt into the middle, left corner three, taken by Mattia and hits. Hand in his face, doesn't matter. Seghetti couldn't stop the three.
Very patient basketball from the Newberg Tigers there, as Gaunt to Clamach, Clamach to Gaunt, Gaunt to Clamach, and then to a wide open Caleb Mattia for the three-point shot. That is exactly what the Newberg Tigers are going to be looking to do throughout the rest of this game. Play patient offense to find the open shooters to make easy buckets.
Timeout taken by Daniel Clark for Sheldon. I think you're right, Jonah. Starting to swing the ball around and get that zone overloaded, and Mattia has been kind of shy to take those shots. Finally takes one and he hits it. Brings the lead down to 7, 41-34. Irish lead with 3:41 to go in this third quarter. Daniel Clark talking over with his team in his 6th season. An 81-46 mark coming into this game in his career. It's good for a winning percentage of .638. See what adjustments he makes. There's a foul called on Gaunt. Tucker tried to bring it across. Just hand check. It's going to be the first on Gaunt. We'll just stay with Sheldon. Substitutions coming in, though. On the floor for Sheldon, it's Ben Giddens, joined by Aiden Wagers, Jackson Tucker, Dominic McGarvey, and then now checked in is Zach Carter. Also left corner goes off of Giddens and will go back to Newberg. A turnover for the Irish.
Yeah, just a little bit of a poor pass from Jackson Tucker there. He's going to look to clean those up as the game continues.
Now Mattia goes left side for Gaunt. Mattia operating at the top of the key, now right side for Clamach. Mattia thinks about a three, left side Gaunt. He'll take it from the corner, rattles out. Jasko with the follow though, and goes off the backboard with the left hand.
Second effort play by Jasko there as he gets the defensive rebound and throws it back up for the easy two.
Sheldon down the other way, 5-point lead in hand. Tucker thinks goes left side, corner three taken by Giddens off the front rim, but he gets the contact after the shot, slides out of bounds, and he'll shoot three.
And Jack Clamach closed out on him a little bit too far there, as he looks like he had good defensive position, but unfortunately got a little bit too close and drew the foul.
Sends Giddens to the line. Giddens 8 points in that first half, none so far in the second. He came off the bench. Aiden Wagers picked up 3 early fouls. And this is the first of his 3 at the line. 41-36, Sheldon leads 2:57 to go in the third quarter. Second free throw off as well. The substitution comes in on the Newberg side. It's Hayden Puritz. He will come in. Out goes Jack Clamach. Clamach picked up his 3rd foul on that aggressive play on the outside, so he'll have to sit down for a little bit. Final free throw is good by Giddens. He's up to 9 now. 6-point lead for Sheldon. Newberg setting up the half court once again. Cruz on the left wing, throws back out. Mattia up top to Gaunt, attacks the zone, now backs it out. Mattia swings it right side for Puritz. Mattia up top again, work it right corner for Cruz. Double team comes, throws out, swung back, left side, Gaunt attacks. Underneath the basket, has to throw out. Mattia will take the 3 and swishes it home. Mattia, no field goals in the first half. And he's hit 2 big threes in this third quarter, and he's pulled the Tigers within 3 with 2:19 to play in the third quarter. Timeout taken by Sheldon.
Yeah, the Newberg Tigers have been doing a great job in this last little stretch here, and it all starts off with patient offense on their side of the court there. As the Newberg Tigers have been looking to find the open man, they all started from the great shooting from Alex Jasko as well as Caleb Mattia have been doing fantastic jobs nailing 3-point shots, getting defensive rebounds, and pushing the ball down court and pushing the tempo. That is exactly what Newberg has been looking to do in this game and will look to continue to do throughout the rest of the match.
On Newberg's side, it's 5th season for head coach Mark Brown, a 46-53 overall record. just below 500 at 465. He's really struggled in conference play so far in his career. A 20-36 mark there. It's a 357 winning percentage. That was in the Three Rivers League, though. Newberg with some higher hopes as they switched to the Pacific Conference here in 2018 and 2019. And in the 4 seasons under Mark Brown, their success, when they've had it, has come in the non-league slate, 26-14. But have to keep in mind, it's because he went 17-3 in the non-league in his first 2 seasons. It's not been as strong since then. Seghetti dribbles into the middle for Sheldon, throws out Carter. He'll drive in and takes a step back from the elbow. The first 2 points for Zach Carter. Pushes the lead back to 5. Mattia drives in, throws right corner for Gaunt. Drives in, and he will draw the charge. Great play by Dawson Prickle to step in front of Gaunt. Takes the contact and gives the ball back to Sheldon Irish.
Yeah, a little bit too aggressive by the Newberg Tigers on that one, as they could have found an open man for a jump shot. Instead, Gaunt went to the hoop and ended up getting called for a charge. A little bit unfortunate there for him.
Giddens gives it over to Prickle, brings it across, double team comes, goes Carter, now left baseline for McGarvey. Looking for a pass, goes Giddens, now right corner for Seghetti, and he travels. Shuffles his feet before the pass. It's another turnover for the Irish. And it's been a category Newberg has cleaned up in the second half, and Sheldon has regressed. Minute 40 to go in this third quarter. 5-point advantage for Sheldon. Aiden Wagers getting ready to check back in for the Irish. It's Puritz on the outside for Newberg. Goes over Esmonds. Esmonds to Gaunt in the right corner. And back to him. Right wing for Gaunt. Fakes the interior pass and swings it back with Puritz left wing now. Top of the key to Jasko. Spinning. Mid-range jumper off. Tipped out by Mattia. Jasko fighting with Carter on the boundary, and Carter touched it first and stepped on the line. So it's going to go back to Newberg. They'll salvage that possession. McGarvey checks out. Wagers comes back in. Wagers 6'5", able to keep that presence down in the post as McGarvey needs a breather. It's over a minute to go in the third. Newberg still working against this zone of the Irish, passing it around the perimeter. Gaunt fakes the 3, gives off Puritz left side. Now goes Jasko into the middle. Spinning, going to the rim, gets the harm, and the roll off the backboard.
Great effort there by Alex Jasko as he uses his size and ability to draw the foul as well as get the bucket. Something that I've noticed here in the second half is that the teams have really swapped. Sheldon really struggled with fouls in the first quarter, and in this quarter it seems like the Newberg Tigers have been getting fouls as they have 4 to Sheldon's 2.
It's the second foul of the game on Prickle. The free throw good by Jasko. 16 points for him, 6 rebounds, lead down to 2 for the Irish. Smallest it's been since the start of the second quarter. 3 taken by Carter, rolls off, long rebound secured by Prickle, goes left corner, 3 by Seghetti, he drains it. Response right back, going down is Gaunt, he'll take the block and the basket. Each team trading big plays on either end of the floor.
All comes from high energy, high momentum play as the ball is moving quickly, the players are moving quickly, and they're able to score very quickly.
Seghetti, his first points of the game come from the corner 3, but fast break by Newberg and a heads-up play by Gaunt to see the defense struggling to get back, attacking right away. It's the contact. Has a chance at a 3-point play. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. 47-44, Sheldon leads. Gaunt, that was his first basket, and he just hits the free throw to roll down. 3 points for him. 47-45. Fun home opener here for the Irish. Nice drive by Seghetti, give off Carter. He'll hang in the air off a mid-range and hits from 15. 2 more for Carter. Quickly down the other side, right corner 3. Too strong by Puritz. Rebound to Seghetti and Sheldon. 2 seconds now as Prickle will draw the charge. Stepping in front, it's Jake Gaunt. Another high energy play, and Newberg's side is fired up. Just 1.3 seconds remaining. Is that the fourth foul on Dawson Prickle?
We're going to need to get a catch and shoot here.
They are able to give it off, but whistles blow the play dead as it was a backcourt violation. I don't think the officials are going to bring us back out with any time left in this third quarter. They'll just send us to the fourth with Sheldon leading 49-45. Jonah, the Irish were up by 10 coming into this second half, but Newberg came out with high energy, and it's been those plays that have brought them back into this game.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Alex Jasko, the 6'5" senior forward, was able to dominate in this quarter as he was able to bring his team back. It all started from great defensive rebounding from Jasko, as now he's at 6 for the game. And then transition offense, as Jake Gaunt has been doing a great job dishing the ball up and moving the ball in transition and giving Caleb Mattia and other shooters wide open chances to bring this game closer. The Sheldon Irish has also been hitting a lot of their good shots in this quarter, but the Newberg Tigers, their energy has really seemed to be unmatched by the Sheldon Irish.
Newberg able to get up and down the floor quickly and starting to take advantage of some of those fast break opportunities that maybe they were a little bit shy to push the tempo in that first half. How about just what Newberg did offensively in that third quarter? They came in with 22 points. They scored 23 in that quarter, surpassing the first half total. They brought themselves within 4 as the Irish begin with possession. Up 49-45. It's Zach Carter. No, excuse me, that's Ben Gittens on the left wing. He'll throw over to Tucker. Tucker joined by Seghetti, Templeman, and McGarvey as the drive around the right side by Tucker ends in 2.
Patient offense by Tucker there as he was able to drive in for the layup off of great hesitation moves.
Bad hands by Puritz, gives the ball back to Sheldon, and Tucker, a 3 from the pass from Gittens. It's off, bobbled around, ends up with Gittens again, and he'll draw the foul. Esmond, too aggressive. Go against him, 7:20 to go. Lead up to 6 for Sheldon. Newberg has to limit those turnovers on the offensive end in this fourth quarter. Did a nice job cleaning it up in the third. Now the inbounds comes from Tucker. Has to get rid of it. Seghetti finally comes free and catches. Seghetti from the top, drives in on Esmond, finds a cutting Tucker, and he finishes with the left hand and the contact.
Great communication from teammates on that one, as Bryson Seghetti with the ball up top found the driving Jackson Cutter, who was able to make the easy layup on perfect pass on a perfect communication play. That's exactly what the Sheldon Irish are going to look to continue. Easy buckets on rolls to the rim.
Nice job on the finish as well by Tucker. He's up to 10, can make it 11 with his free throw. And most importantly, maybe picks up the 4th foul on Clamont. Free throw off right side goes to Cruz and the Tigers. Clamont beats the press. Now up to the top of the key. Throws back to Esmond. Now left side, Mattia. Esmond at the top, throwing to the middle off the hands of Cruz and ends up with Templeman and the Irish. He gives Tucker back Templeman at the right wing, dribbling, nearly loses it, and Mattia tried to steal it away, but slaps him on the arm. That's a foul.
He was just getting a little bit too aggressive there as he was going for the foul. Great effort, and honestly, probably a smart decision on that one, as if you're able to get the foul, you have a wide open transition lane. Unfortunately, a little bit too handsy there and drew the contact.
That's the 7th foul on Newberg in this half, the 2nd on Mattia in the game. Makes it a 1-and-1 for Avery Templeman. The junior wing hits his first basket of the night. First basket on varsity as well. The junior playing in his first minutes at the varsity level. Pushes the lead to 9, 54-45. And the second one good as well. Lead back to double digits for the Irish. 6:45 to go. Clamont brings it up for the Tigers. Goes right side. Allison now baseline jumper, good by Jasko. Frees himself up off the pass and a pretty jumper. Silky smooth. Gets the lead down to 8. Templeman from the outside. Left side, now Seghetti rounds it around. Picks it up to Gittens. Finds a lane, drives in. Out to Tucker. Tucker fakes left, now driving right baseline. Just to throw it back out for Seghetti. He attacks, draws back. Tucker, a nice crossover in the key. And back out Templeman, he spins left side, goes up with the left hand, it's off. Cruz can't corral it at first, but then does get it back. Up to Clamach. Under 6 to go now, 55-47, Sheldon leads. Right side, Mattia up top. Clamach thinks about a 3, now drives right side, has space, blocked away by McGarvey. Sheldon going back the other way is Giddens knifing through the defense, then slows it down. Right corner for Tucker, he spins left, finds McGarvey, drives in, gets the basket and the foul. McGarvey from defense to offense taking over this fourth quarter.
McGarvey a little bit quiet in the third quarter, comes out and makes a statement here in the fourth with the fantastic block on the defensive end that leads to points the other way.
McGarvey at the free throw line has struggled there tonight and he misses once again. He's at 12 points though and the lead up to 10 for Sheldon. Quick throw to Mattia in the corner, down to Jasko, left block, gets Templeman in the air, goes on the reverse, draws the contact, can't finish. He'll shoot 2.
It really seems like the Newberg Tigers, except for Alex Jasko, have come out pretty flat here in this quarter. But except for Jasko, who has been fantastic, he's been able to make a quality jump shot, draw the foul, not to mention his contributions on the defensive end.
18 points for him, make it 19. The first free throw rolls through. 5:25 to go, 57-48. Sheldon leads, just trying to hold the Tigers at arm's length. Templeman, some nice minutes from him to start this quarter. He checks out. Back in comes Aiden Wagers. Second free throw good as well by Jasko. He's at the 20 mark. Great start to his season. Tucker harassed, gives off Wagers down. McGarvey right back out to Seghetti, and now with Tucker again. Tucker to Seghetti right wing, whistle blows, and going against Sheldon, didn't see the call, but will be a turnover.
There's another traveling call from the Irish, as they seem to be called for a lot of those today. Something that I know Coach Daniel Kark will want to improve going into the rest of the season.
5 minutes to play. Mattia left wing down to Jasko. Driving baseline, trying to work on McGarvey. Gets him in the air and can't finish after he gets the foul. That's what you got to do. Size disadvantage, have to use the hesitation, and Jasko does it to perfection there. Picks up the third foul on McGarvey. He's done a nice job. Had 2 in the first half. Stayed disciplined so far in the second. Keeping himself in the game down the stretch. Jasko first free throw away and good. Seghetti, he checks out. In comes Dawson Frickle. He's got to be careful. He's playing with 4 fouls. Couple dribbles from Jasko and connects on the second free throw. He's hit 5 free throws tonight, actually make that 7. And really efficient, really efficient from the line, excuse me. Nice throw from Tucker down to Prickle. He's blocked from behind. It goes off of Mattia at first, but the officials changed their call. Goes off of Prickle and will stay, or rather go back to the Tigers. Clamach carries it across midcourt. Down by 6, 4:35 to play. Clamach thinks about a 3, goes right side. Allison back to him at the top. Left side, Mattia. On to Cruz, the left wing. Jasko hesitates, drives in, but he walked before he did it. That's a turnover.
Now, I think that's the first careless play that I've seen from Jasko thus far tonight, as he's been fantastic, single-handedly carrying the Newberg Tigers to keeping them into this game here.
57-51, Sheldon with the lead. Wagers, goes left corner for Prickle. Back out for Tucker. Trying to snake through the zone. Wagers gives off now. Prickle back to him in the corner. Up top Gittins over to Prickle. Corner three is off. Rebound goes to Wagers, fighting through traffic to pass it. And he walked. That's another travel against the Irish and another turnover. 3:58 to go, 57-51 remains our score. Thanks for tuning in here on SheldonAthletics.com. Alex Castle, Jonah Rosenberg here with you. A fun finish in store for 2018-2019 season opener. Clamock up top, right side. Allison, he'll take the three. Too strong, bounces up at the top of the basket. And it will give it to the Irish. Tucker takes it in the backcourt for Sheldon. Guarded full court by Clamock. Throws right side to Wagers. Wagers back to Tucker. Space. He'll take the three and hits. Tucker from the outside. The lefty gets it to fall. Lead up to 9 for Sheldon. 3:29 to go. A timeout taken by Newberg. This has been a fun back and forth fourth quarter, but Sheldon just keeps hitting the shots when they need to keep the Tigers at bay.
Yeah, the Sheldon Irish have been doing an all right job in this fourth quarter, maintaining the lead that they had going into it and a little bit extending it. It really seems like the Sheldon Irish are starting to walk away with this one. I should say walk due to all the traveling calls they've been called for tonight. You must think they're a part of the Sheldon football team who will be playing this Saturday in the state championship game.
Yeah, thank you for plugging that, Jonah. By the way, if you're watching this and want to get coverage of that state championship game, won't be able to make it up, you can listen on 88.1 FM, KWVA Sports. We'll be covering it. It'll be myself up there at Hillsborough Stadium, excuse me, on the call. Sheldon and Lake Oswego matching up again in the state championship. It's the fourth time that those two teams will meet in the title game. Sheldon 2-1 against them, playing in their most recent state championship since 2012.
And no, regardless of what happens in that state championship game afterwards, this Sheldon basketball team will be excited to have Patrick Herbert as well as some other players returning to their team.
Jacob Frey, Griffin Line, two of the other guys that will likely rejoin this basketball team when the season does conclude for football this Saturday. Newberg with the ball. Jasko jacks a three from up top. Rebound goes to Wagers, has it batted away, but it goes to Gittins. He gives off to Wagers to get it across the midcourt mark. Over to Tucker, left wing. He's dribbling it out, then spins back inside to McGarvey baseline. Finds a wide open Prickle from the right corner. Can't get it to roll. Goes out with Jasko. Another rebound for him, under 3 to go. Newberg down the other side. Allison back to Clamock. Allison again left corner. They pass it out. He finds Mattia right corner. Jasko harassed underneath, and a jump ball fought for and will go to Newberg. That was nice defense, though, down low by the Irish. 60-51. Still our score, 9-point advantage for the Irish, 2:45 to go. Mattia throws out to Allison. Now right corner three taken by Cruz. Air ball. Hit nothing but the bottom of the net. Back with Gittins. Double team comes. His pass tipped and ends up with Newberg. Allison, nice find down low. Clamock, but he can't finish. But McGarvey hit the basket. And they're going to call a goaltending against the big junior. Sheldon didn't like that call. But that is the rule. If you shake the basket while the ball is hanging over the rim, it affects the shot. It is a goaltend, so 60-53 now our score. Tucker up top with it. So Wagers. Throwing it back and forth, shifting the defense. Prickle. Right block to McGarvey, looking to pass it out. Finds Tucker straight away. Thought about the three, but dribbles it out. Clock down to 2 minutes. Long pass. Ends up with Prickle right corner. Goes back right block McGarvey. Now Prickle again. Wagers. Double team comes. Sheldon just passing it around, wasting some time. Up by 7 here in the fourth. McGarvey finally gets fouled down at the baseline. That's going to put Sheldon in a 1-and-1, and A smart play there by Cruz to wait until McGarvey finally caught it. He struggled at the line, and he's going to shoot some important ones here for the Irish with 1:45 to go.
Yeah, great ball movement by the Sheldon Irish there as they're moving the ball around, delaying the game, pulling some clock off.
Bear just can't get the free throw to rattle in. Would have been important for McGarvey, but it doesn't fall. Allison left corner out to Jasko as Newberg resets the offense. Mattia thinks about a three from the corner, pass out. Pomak shifts the defense to Allison for three. Can't get it to fall. Bounces, though, off of the Irish and out of bounds. Now a timeout taken by Coach Brown and Newberg. 1:26 to go. 7-point lead for Sheldon. They've just got to find a way to maintain it with under 90 seconds to play.
Well, with no shot clock here in high school, the Sheldon Irish are going to be looking to continue what they did on that last possession, which is moving the ball around and not allowing the Newberg Tigers to get in close enough to play some defense and get either a steal or a foul. And that's exactly what Sheldon's going to be continuing to do as they're moving the ball in well. Dominic McGarvey has been shooting a little bit poorly from the free throw line, so it's going to be interesting to see if the Sheldon Irish pull him from the court during this timeout here.
7 points separate these two teams as they search for a season-opening win. Sheldon, they will go up and play number 3 Lake Oswego on Friday. That's going to be a tough game for them without their usual stars and Patrick Herbert and some of the other football players. This will be the first edition of Sheldon and Lake Oswego this weekend. By the way, there will be a girls tournament here in Carolyn Rayborn Gymnasium this weekend. Sheldon girls basketball selected number 5 in the OSAA preseason coaches poll. They'll be hosting a trio of teams. Won't be able to bring that to you on SheldonAthletics.com. It's all the state championship festivities going on as Newberg has the ball back inbounds, has it batted out though on the right sideline. Trying to work it to Mattia in the corner. Still play. Now Clement to inbounds. To Cruz in the corner. Now Mattia, and his back foot was on the line. He's out of bounds. That's a costly turnover for the Tigers, back with Sheldon.
And Mattia a little bit disappointed on that one as he was open and could have been able to make a play with the ball. Unfortunately, back heel was on the line, and that's a turnover.
Full court press comes, and a foul in the backcourt going against Mitchell Allison. Too aggressive against Dawson Prickle. It's going to be the third on Allison. Prickle will head to the free throw line, and 10 fouls now in this second half on Newberg. It will be 2 free throws for Sheldon in the double bonus with 1:16 to go. Prickle has 8 points here tonight. Hit 2 big threes, and it's an important free throw there. Couple dribbles again, and gets the roll friendly as it falls down. 62-53, lead up to 9. Newberg running out of time, may have to take some threes here. Mattia goes right block. Jasko passes back out. Ball is lost by Mattia, ends up with Sheldon. Prickle going the other way, and he'll be fouled in transition. Jasko comes flying in to stop him with 60 seconds exactly to go. Here will be 2 free throws coming up for Prickle, and if he hits both of them, or even just one of them, I should say, lead will go back to double digits. Sheldon can see the finish line in sights.
Yeah, as for the Newberg Tigers, this game's slowly slipping away from them, but not all a loss, as they showed a lot of great things in this game, specifically Alex Jasko and the fantastic work he was able to do on both ends of the bowl.
Yeah, really expect that he's going to be a factor in the Pacific Conference this season. Under a minute to go, both free throws good by Prickle. He's got 12 now, lead to 11. And another steal in the corner for Sheldon. Wagers has it, gives to Tucker. He's fouled in the backcourt. 2 more free throws coming up. This game all but over now. Daniel Clark, a big high five to Aiden Wader, stepping in there, getting the turnover. And Clark has to be proud of his team with their performance tonight. Down some important bodies, but fighting hard, and the defense winning out here in the final 90 seconds to really push them over the top. Tucker 13 points on the night. The lefty hits from the line to make it 14. Sheldon leads by 12. And now, with the second free throw, perfect. Lead by 13, their largest lead of the night with 45 seconds to go. Clamont dribbles into the corner, throws the other side for Cruz. Swung back to Clamont, fakes the shot, dribbles in, out. Allison takes the three, too short. Rebound to Wagers and Sheldon. Gives to McGarvey, who finds Tucker, but a little bit too strong from the junior, uncorked it. Went all the way out of bounds and will go to Newberg. 28 seconds to go and a 13-point lead for Sheldon. Clamont, cross half court. Nice crossover, back out Allison. Now Mattia trying to round it out. Neely has it taken away, diving on the ground. Sheldon tipping it. McGarvey going after it, and he grabs it. It's a jump ball arrow with Sheldon. A big high-energy play there on the loose ball, a fitting way for this to end, and no surprise, it was Dominic McGarvey making it.
Yeah, a big scrum there, a little bit of a football fumble, and as both teams are trying to dive on it, Sheldon is able to pick the ball up and cause a jump ball, and since they have the possession hour in their favor, they're able to get the ball back, and that one might just do it for this one.
12.7 seconds to go, a 13-point lead for Sheldon, and looking likely that they'll start this season 1-0. It's a good start for them. They'll move to 4-2 in season openers under Clark. Look to make it 2-0 up at Lake Oswego on Friday. For Newberg, they fall to 1-4 in season openers under Mark Brown. They'll play in Sunset at home on November 30th, this Friday. Sheldon, the only team that received any votes in the preseason poll that Newberg plays here in the non-league, is the pass tipped out of bounds. Looking for Tucker, and Allison got his hand on it. 11.5 to go, still 13-point lead for Sheldon. So no more ranked teams for Newberg. This was their biggest test in the non-league slate. Is now a turnover for Gittens, has it go off of his foot and out of bounds. 10 seconds remain, back to the Tigers.
Now, Sheldon, on the other hand, has a ranked team in Lake Oswego who's ranked number 3 in the preseason poll. That's going to be a tough one going up against them.
Here, a deep three taken by Mattia. It's short, rebound to Sheldon, and Prickle will dribble it out as he passes over to Gittens. And the clock strikes 0 here at Carolyn Rayborn Gymnasium. 66-53, Sheldon victorious in their season opener over Newberg, who falls to 0-1. Jonah, take a look at tonight's game. Sheldon knows that they were a little bit undermanned. They got a big performance from Dominic McGarvey, 12 points and near 10 rebounds. After he approached that double-double, had a number of blocks as well. It's going to be a tough test up at Lake Oswego on Friday for them, but Dominic McGarvey can continue this stretch. Have to think he'll have a lot of momentum behind him for this team as they head into the rest of the schedule, and when Patrick Herbert and the other players rejoin them, very well for this Sheldon squad.
Oh yes, absolutely. This Sheldon team put on a show tonight as they shot a pretty high percentage from the field.